Hey, thanks for coming. Let's talk about the human sea. How cool is that? 7,000. What was the official number?
It's like 7,100.
It was like
7,000?
it was like 7,500, something like that.
Okay, over 7,000 people. Okay, freshmen and newcomers at one place. Common goal. How cool is that? That was awesome.
Were your freshmen out there too?
We were actually in meetings. So, but we were on call. I mean, if needed, if we need the numbers to set the record, man, we were ready. So that was really cool. So.
Speaking of the unique kind of wacky things, what do you think of the fault line that they have on the field?
It's us. I think it's cool. I think it's great.
What have you thought about the camp performance of Jeremiah Hawkins so far?
Yeah, Jeremiah is doing a nice job. He's learned a lot in a short amount of time, but you see the qualities he has when he gets the ball in his hands. He's real quick and explosive, so still got a ton of room to improve, but it's been good to get him out here and compete.
What'd you think of the performance of Evan Weaver today?
Again, Evan's had a good camp. I mean, we didn't have him in spring, so everything he's done, he keeps showing up and he's learning a lot. He's a physical guy. He brings that to the team, and that's something we need. So, good.
Moving him around, that's something that you just kind of wanted to try, or?
Yeah, just any way to make our team better.
Yeah. How comfortable do you think guys are getting on the defensive side with when it comes to blitzing? I mean, there's a lot of guys that didn't blitz at all during their tenure here, and now they're.
Yeah, that's just part of what we do, and they've done a nice job of picking it up. It's a skill, there's no doubt about it, but there's some guys that fit into that mode, so yeah, it's been good.
What have you thought of McElwain? He looked like he made a few pretty good plays today.
He's doing a good job. Obviously, he brings that kind of dual threat aspect to it, and it's nice to have him out here, and gives a different dynamic to defend. So,
do you have any idea what the time was?
1 second.
Yeah, the sun's right in your eyes.
No, I got sunscreen all in my eyes. I apologize, everybody.
It's all right.
You can take this off your evening news.
It humanizes you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Well, that's a really sad question right now.
Yeah. We were one short on the human sea. Where were you? No. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
I didn't mean to interrupt your question. All right, one more time. I'm sorry.
Is there any idea what the timeline is going to be to when you're going to find out whether he's going to be available or not?
He's not eligible right now.
Okay.
Another timeline question. Yesterday Coach Baldwin was talking about going into, I think, Week 13 1 year and still quarterback competition. Where are you guys stand right now as far as that goes?
We're not ready to name a starter right now. When that time comes, we will. Really, everything is on the table at that position, and it doesn't affect our team in a negative way. I know it's a real popular discussion right now, and I understand why. But our team's practicing really hard, and whoever's in there on the offense, those guys rally around whoever's taking the snap. So when that time comes, we'll name them, but we're just not at that point.
I saw a little more shuffling around the offensive line lately. I may have seen Safel out there. Is that just letting Greatwood kind of mix and match and see what's up there?
Again, trying to find the best combination of people, and in a perfect world, you go through with 5 guys and they all stay healthy, but not a perfect world, so we're preparing to be able to play guys at more than one position and find the best combination of people that we can.
How's the level of communication on defense grown throughout camp?
Yeah, it gets better and better, and we it's something we stress and talk about daily. Hand signals, obviously the verbal communication, but also hand signals. So we grade that on tape. I mean, every play that we're in, you got to see the hand signal communication. That way we know, they know. And so that's just something that we're constantly on them about, and it becomes second nature for them. So it's gotten better,
Eckel seems to be getting a decent amount of reps lately, just playing with different ways to use his skill set. Yeah,
absolutely. He's a different type of back, obviously, than Vic or Trey or Pat or any of those guys. He's got a different skill set. So just finding the best way to utilize what he does best.
This can be the point in camp where they're closing one side of classes, starting a new one, getting some bangs and bruises. How's the overall attitude been?
I think it's been good. Usually at this time in traditional camps, after you've been in 2 weeks, now you're 2 weeks to the game, so it's a little bit different. We spread it out over really one more week, and we try to be mindful of how we're practicing, approaching it like a game week. So again, today was a Wednesday practice, which was a physical practice, got after it, hit some situations with third downs in the red zone, and then tomorrow we'll bring them back down. But I think the key is to maintain that focus. You know, we talk about that all the time, is you got to bring that focus to practice, because if not, you're just out here exercising. You know, that's the difference. So we got to bring the focus so we're gaining something from each day.
So the field goal there to end it, obviously that means nobody runs.
Yeah.
But at least when we've been here and come in after, the offense has seemed to come away with on the winning side more often.
It's been pretty close.
It's been pretty even.
Yeah, it's been pretty close. So we try to make it competitive in different ways. You know, sometimes it's the other day it was 3rd and 3. You know, winner and a loser. One day it's a red zone play. One day it's a kick. One day it's the guys catching punts. So just competing. You know, that's just got to be part of our DNA. Is everything that we do, we want to compete.
So kind of a mix between offense, defense, special teams,
Sure.
and
spin
the wheel of destiny.
Yeah, maybe if I catch you guys out here, we'll make you compete against each other.
That'll be ugly. That'll be ugly.
I'll do it.
I'd like to see the odds you put on that.
Okay.
Can you talk a little bit about Fuimona? He's kind of a mystery guy. Came in from Japan, came in late, part of the class. What's he been doing out there?
Doing a really good job. I mean, keeping in mind a month and a half ago or whatever, a couple months ago, he was on a different continent, and he's very smart. He's learning the game, and he's a big body. He's athletic. He's got a ton of room to grow, but I think he really likes it, and he enjoys it, and he wants to. It's important to him, and he's a great kid. We're glad to have him, and again, I think each time he does something, and there's a lot of corrections going on, but he's a big guy and he can move. I mean, there's just not that many of those people out there, and again, he was in a different country about 2 months ago, and didn't have some of the same access to training and some of the other things that people have, but you wouldn't know it when you watch him. So.
Is it a little bit of a case of he was bigger and stronger and meaner than everybody else before, and now it's like, all right, here's how the game is actually played?
Well, I mean, they got good coaching and all that, but I don't know if it's not the same exposure. It's not the same probably intensive recruiting process. I mean, there's not a ton of recruits that come out of Japan.
So in terms of exposure, in terms of, hey, there are good guys on the other side that are going to expose your weaknesses, is that what you're...
Oh, no, I'm just saying, it's not a traditional recruiting process. And so, but he fits right in. I mean, there's no doubt about it. We're glad to have him. So it's a cool story.
Has Batazzi been getting any reps?
No, not right now. Yeah,
Is he
but
healthy?
we're expecting him back. Yeah,
Okay.
we're expecting him back.
Anything else, guys?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.